Welcome to the TRX All Body Express Workout audio download. My name is Dan McDonough, Group Programming, Training, and Development Manager. We have taken one of our best-in-class workouts and mirrored it with this audio download so you're able to take your TRX workout wherever you train. This workout includes a dynamic warm-up and 12 different exercises that will provide you with strength, stability, and power, including 4 for your lower body, 5 for your upper body, and 3 for your core, as well as a few of our favorite TRX cooldowns, all to be completed in as little as 40 minutes. We will be focusing on 2 different progressions, intermediate and advanced levels, so you can find the progression that's right for you and something to grow towards. The All Body Express program is designed with a 60-second work interval followed by a 20-second rest period so you can recover between each exercise. This workout will be tough, so if you need to stop the exercise after 30 seconds, that's okay. Just take a break, and then when you're ready, jump back into the workout. For those of you who are new to the TRX or just need a refresher course, please review the PDF that accompanied this workout. Are you ready to begin the warm-up? I hope so. Let's get started. All right, each exercise will be performed for 45 seconds with the TRX at mid-length. First exercise is the TRX squat. Facing your anchor point, stack your elbows underneath your shoulders, walk back until there's tension on the TRX. Take your feet slightly wider than your hips and soften your knees, and with your eyes on the horizon, just slowly release your hips back like you're sitting in a chair and stand up, driving through your heels, keeping your posture nice and tall. Return to start position by standing through your heels. Time begins now. TRX squat, continuously moving as you release your hips back and stand through your heels. Make sure there's light tension on the TRX and your chest is nice and tall. As you start to feel warmer, you can start to sink a little bit deeper into your squat as long as you don't feel any pain in your knees. 25 more seconds to go in this movement. Start to connect your breathing to your movements, inhaling down and exhaling up. So really focus on wiggling your 10 toes to keep your weight in your heels, to activate the glutes as you stand. We have 10 more seconds left in this exercise. 3, 2, and 1, time. Nicely done. Moving into our next exercise, the TRX squat, overhead raise. Facing your anchor point, stack your elbows underneath your shoulders. Walk back until there's tension on the TRX. Lower your body into a squat position with your arms extending straight, with your palms down. Make sure your heels are on the ground, and you're going to stand up and drive your arms straight up and back overhead using your shoulders. So stand up and drive your knuckles up and back into a deltoid raise position. Return to the start position by lowering into your squat, arms extending straight, and as you stand, drive those arms straight up and back, feeling those shoulders at the top of the movement. Time begins now. So lowering down into a great squat, arms are extended straight with your palms down, and as you stand up nice and tall, you drive those arms straight up and back behind you to feel those shoulder blades warming up. Nicely done. Really focus on your breathing. Posture is nice and tall. You're driving through your heels. Arms are staying straight, and you're driving your knuckles up and back to feel those shoulders. 20 seconds left in the movement. Feel free to shorten the range of motion. Drive those arms up and back to feel the shoulders. 10 more seconds left here. Drive through those heels. Nicely done. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Moving into our next exercise, which is a TRX squat row. Take a little step with your feet towards the anchor point so you're leaning back at an easy angle. Your arms are extended straight and your palms are facing each other. Lift your chest, drop your shoulder blades into your back pockets, and with your arms straight, just release your butt down towards your heels and then drive through your heels. And at the top, I want you to add a row by pulling your body towards the anchor point, leading with your elbows. Extend your arms straight and repeat. Time begins now. So just make sure as you're doing this, you're inhaling up and breathing. So really settle into a breathing rhythm here. Eyes are at the anchor points, and you're always driving through your heels. Chest is nice and tall. Elbows are driving back and away from your body. So make sure you're always looking at your anchor point to keep your posture tall, and you're always driving through your heels. Chest is nice and tall. 15 seconds left in this exercise here. Nicely done. We have 10 more seconds left in this exercise. Find that smooth rhythm of breathing, inhaling up. And 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Moving into our next exercise, the TRX lunge fly. Turn, face away from your anchor point, and extend your arms straight directly across from your shoulders like Frankenstein. So you're standing up nice and tall, drop your shoulder blades into your back pockets. We're going to practice the exercise before we actually begin the time. Take a long stride forward with your right leg and extend your arms directly over your shoulders at 12 o'clock. So your ears are right between your biceps. Drop your back knee towards the floor, and you're going to return to start by driving your palms into the handles and pressing back through your front heel, back to your Frankenstein. When we do this exercise, you're going to alternate your legs. It begins now. All right, long stride forward. Really focus on driving through your heel and driving your palms into the handles like you're closing the hood of your car. Focus on keeping your shoulders directly over your hips, eyes on the horizon, and striding forward. If you feel your front heel lifting off the ground, make sure you stride longer. So focus on long, strong, straight arms and driving your hands back down into the handles to feel your core activated and your shoulders and your chest warming up. Nicely done. All right, 10 seconds left in this exercise. Eyes on the horizon, nice long stride, lowering that front leg to 90 degrees in 3, 2, and 1. Time, nicely done. Let's move into our next exercise, which is the TRX alternate step back lunge. Turn, face your anchor point, stack your elbows underneath your shoulders with your feet underneath your hips, and walk back until there's tension on the TRX. This is going to be your start position. So there should be a bend in your elbow and your chest is nice and tall. Step back with your right leg long onto the ball of your foot. From here, drop your back knee straight towards the ground. Arms will extend straight with a nice tall chest. Return to start position by stepping back beside your other foot. We're going to alternate legs every rep. Time begins now. So make sure you're softening that back knee as you lower it towards the floor, and you're driving through your front heel to activate your glutes. You're keeping your eyes on the horizon and your shoulders over your hips every rep. So make sure you're standing through that front heel and activating the glutes as you stand. Make sure you're breathing, dropping that back knee straight down, hovering above the ground. Excellent job. 15 seconds left to go. So make sure you're striding back long onto the ball of your foot, maintaining a light grip on the TRX. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Our last warm-up exercise is the TRX side-to-side lateral lunge. Facing the anchor point, stack your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Walk back until there's tension on the TRX. Take your feet as wide as you can to the sides with your toes pointing straight forward. We're going to be lunging side to side to warm up the inner thighs. Bend your right knee and lunge to the right by taking your right hip towards your right heel. Your left leg should be straight. Drive through the right heel back to start position. Stand up tall, and we're going to alternate sides for 45 seconds. Time begins now. So as you alternate sides, make sure your feet stay flat on the ground. Make sure you keep your shoulders over your hips to keep your posture tall. So you're reaching back with your hips as you bend that same knee. Really start to feel the inner thighs warm up as you lunge from side to side. As you start to feel warmer, think about maybe going a little bit deeper into your lunge, but you're in control of how deep you go here. Focus on using the legs, not the arms. 15 seconds left in this movement. Feet are staying flat on the ground. One leg is straightening and one knee is bending. We have 10 seconds left to go. Keep on moving side to side. Make sure you're breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Depending on how you're feeling, feel free to press pause, grab yourself a drink, and we can get started when you're ready. If you're feeling great, let's get ready to roll. The first 4 exercises are going to focus on the lower body. I'm going to give you 2 levels of progressions. Choose the option that's best for you. Our first exercise is going to be the TRX single leg squat. Much like the regular squat that we did in the warm-up, we're going to be lowering our body, but this time we're going to be using one leg. To begin the exercise, stand facing the anchor point. Stack your elbows underneath your shoulders and walk back until there's tension on the TRX. I'd like you to center your left leg to the anchor point, and the first option is going to be to extend your right leg straight out in front with your heel on the ground. Lower your body in a squat by bending your left knee to about a 90-degree angle, having weight on your heel, and standing through your heel, returning to start position. Try that for a couple of reps. If that feels comfortable to you, lift that right leg off the ground completely till your knee is level with your hip and slowly lower into that squat position. We're going to repeat this for 30 seconds. Time begins now. So slowly lowering that left leg down to a 90-degree angle, drive through your heel, keeping your chest nice and tall. So make sure that your front knee is staying directly in line with your second and third toe and your eyes are on the horizon. 15 seconds left. Really focus on driving through the heel, standing to a soft knee, activating your glutes on the way up. Keep driving and breathing in 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. We're now going to switch the legs. Center the other leg to the anchor points. Elbows underneath your shoulders, tension on the TRX. Lift up that left leg, find your balance, or place your heel down, whichever is best for you. Time begins now. Lower that working leg to 90 degrees. Drive through your heel to activate your glutes and make sure you're breathing. Use your legs as much as you can, using the TRX just for balance and to spot yourself only if you need to. Nicely done. 15 seconds down. Are you breathing? Are you driving through your heel? Are your eyes on the horizon? Standing to a soft knee in 3, 2, 1. Great job. The next exercise we're going to do for lower body is the TRX Balance Lunge. Our starting position is going to be very similar to that of the single leg squat. So stack your elbows underneath your shoulders. Let's center the left leg back to the anchor points. Lift up your right leg for balance, leveling your right knee with your hip. From here, much like the step back lunge we did in the warm-up, step that right leg back, lowering the left knee to 90 degrees, but not touching the right foot to the ground. Let's give it a try. So step back, drive through that left heel to start position. Perfect. Option here to place that toe down on the ground if you feel unstable. Time begins now. So we're performing the same leg for 30 seconds. Stepping back with your right, lowering that left leg to 90 degrees. Option at any time is to place the toe down on the right foot for more balance. The goal here is to keep all the weight and work in that left leg. Keeping your eyes on the horizon and breathing. You should really be feeling the load in your left leg and the left glutes. Make sure that front knee stays directly over your ankle. In 3, 2, and 1, time. All right, one more side to do. Center the other leg to the anchor point. Stack your elbows underneath your shoulders. Make sure you find your balance. Lift up your opposite leg, level with your knee. Find your balance. Remember your option. Time begins now. Lowering that working leg to 90 degrees. Making sure your knee is staying directly over your heel. Press the ground away from you. Activate those glutes. Feel the strength in that working leg. Option at any time is to place that toe down for balance. 15 seconds left to go. Try to lower that working leg to a good 90-degree angle. That back knee is just hovering above the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Moving into our third lower body exercise, it is going to be the TRX hamstring curl. We're going to be performing this one on the ground. So let's go to our TRX and we're going to lengthen the TRX by pressing down on the cam buckles, lengthening the foot cradles to your mid-calf. This will bring the foot cradles to about 8 to 12 inches off the ground. Sit on the ground facing your TRX with your knees bent. Take 2 fingers and place it in each foot cradle. Open the TRX out to the sides like the base of a Christmas tree. From here, you're going to roll onto your back with your knees bent. Place both heels in the foot cradles at the exact same time. Once your heels are firmly in the foot cradles, extend your legs straight so they are directly below the anchor points. Place your hands beside your hips on the ground with your palms up. Lift your hips off the ground in a bridge position, drawing your belly button in to protect your lower back. Bend both knees, bring them in towards your hips, curling your heels in towards your butt, and extend back out to start position. We're going to perform this exercise for 60 seconds. If you want to challenge yourself during this movement, feel free to cross your arms over your chest to decrease your base of support. Time begins now. Driving those heels in towards your butt, stacking your knees over your hips, and extending your legs to a soft knee. Make sure you never lock the knees to keep the focus on the backs of the legs. Keep lifting through your glutes and your lower back, drawing your belly button in to protect your lower back. If you feel the need to challenge yourself a bit more, feel free to cross your arms over your chest. If you need to regress, you can take your arms out to the ground, wider for a bigger base of support. We are 30 seconds down. At any time as well, if you're feeling your lower back, you can place your hips on the ground and just keep on curling with the lower part of your body. Perfect, 15 seconds left to go. Feel the back of the legs working right from the base of the knee to the bottom of the butt. Keep going. This is what suspension training is all about. The TRX will make you stronger. It will make you faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. You should really be feeling the back of your legs at this point. Moving into our last exercise for the lower body, the TRX hip abduction. You will remain in the same position on the ground with your heels in the foot cradles. Place your hands on the ground with your palms up beside your hips. Lift your hips off of the floor into that bridge position. Extend your legs out to the side and back in together. Again, if you need a wider base of support at this point, just take your arms out wider. If you want to challenge yourself during this movement, feel free to cross your arms over your chest to decrease your base of support. We're going to perform the TRX hip abduction for 60 seconds. At any time, feel free to decrease or increase the base of support. All right, lift your hips off the ground. Make sure you're lifting through your lower back. 60 seconds begins now. All right, extend the legs in and out to the sides, keeping those legs as straight as you can. You should be feeling your inner thighs, your outer thighs. So keep those legs as long and as strong as you can. Remember, at any given time, if you start to feel your lower back, feel free to place your hips on the ground. 20 seconds down. Keep lifting through your lower back. This exercise is great for strengthening and toning the inner thighs as well as the glutes. All right, 20 seconds left in this movement. Just keep lifting and keep breathing. Perfect. Nicely done. You should be feeling your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Belly button is in and braced to protect your lower back. Keep those hips up as high as you can. 10 seconds left in the movement. Keep on going, almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. We've just completed the 4th exercise for our lower body. Time to work upstairs as we move into our TRX chest press. Take your heels out, stand up, and let's get going. Find your cam buckles, press down with your thumbs, and fully lengthen your TRX. Stand face away from your anchor point. Extend your arms straight out in front, directly across from your shoulders into a hand plank position. Take your feet hip width apart, and walk your feet back a couple of inches until you feel yourself leaning in a hand plank position with your hands slightly below your shoulders. Come onto the balls of your feet, tuck your hips under, and lower your body as one unit by bending at the elbows, lowering to a 90-degree angle, and driving back through the palm of your hands. So try a couple of reps here. If after those couple of reps you don't feel challenged enough, walk your feet a little bit closer to the anchor point. Now, at any point during this exercise, if you feel the straps rubbing against your arms, make sure you lift your hands slightly to avoid scraping on your arms. If you start to fatigue or feel too challenged with your balance, simply decrease your angle. Time begins now. All right, so really focus on lowering your body as one unit, dropping your shoulder blades into your back pockets, and driving your hands into the handles. Really think about tucking your chin and keeping your eyes towards the ground to keep your ears stacked over your shoulders. Stretch the chest on the way down, squeeze it on the way up. If right away you think you can go for another minute, how about challenging your angle even steeper, or maybe decreasing your base of support? Keep breathing, keep pivoting on the balls of your feet. Only thing you're bending is your elbows, and everything in your body is lowering with you. If you start to feel fatigue, you can walk yourself up the ladder to decrease your angle. 20 seconds left here. Really focus on keeping your body nice and tight, driving through the palms of your hands. Nicely done. 10 seconds left to go. Keep pushing, keep breathing. Stretch the chest on the way down, squeeze it on the way up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. You should be feeling your chest after that set. Now we're going to work the flip side. We're going to move into our TRX low row. So I need you to turn, face the anchor point, fully shorten your TRX by pressing down on the cam buckle one at a time and pulling on the adjustment tab, shortening it all the way to the top. All right, now that we've fully shortened the TRX, lean back, extending your arms straight with your palms facing each other. I'd like you to find a moderate angle here. Lift your chest, drop your shoulder blades into your back pockets, and with your eyes at the anchor point, draw your body towards the anchor point by drawing your elbows back. Try a couple of reps here. If you don't feel challenged in the upper back area, stop at the bottom, walk your feet closer to the anchor point, and find a challenging angle that's going to work for you. Now that you have found your challenging angle, we're ready to begin the TRX low row. Eyes to anchor point, time begins now. Drive those elbows back. Biceps are brushing your body the entire time. Make sure you look up so you're not using your biceps. You really want to use your back here. Pretend there's a pencil between your shoulder blades and you're looking for maximum contraction. Is your whole body moving as one unit? Drive the elbows back. Drop your shoulder blades away from your ears. Keep your body as tall and as tight as you can. If you can go for another 30 seconds, I need you to take it deeper. Really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades through the top of the movement. Drive the elbows back. Drop your shoulder blades away from your ears. Keep on driving. Keep on driving. You're almost there. Almost there. 10 seconds left to go. Keep on driving. Keep on pulling. Keep on breathing. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. You should really be feeling your upper back after that row series. We're about halfway through the workout, so feel free to grab a sip of water if you need it. Time for our third upper body exercise, the TRX Y deltoid raise. Lengthen your TRX to mid-length. Once you've done that, you're going to grab your handles, and I want you to extend your arms directly over your shoulders at about 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. From there, I want you to walk back until there's tension on the main straps. Driving your knuckles back, you should feel tension in your shoulder area. From here, we need to take an offset foot stance. So step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, driving those knuckles back, maintaining tension on the TRX. Keeping your arms straight, I'd like you to lower your body by bending your back leg and leaning back, facing the anchor point with straight arms. Now that we've found our start position, lift your chest, take your eye gaze to your anchor point, and you're going to return to start by driving your knuckles up and back, pulling on the handles of the TRX, keeping your arms as straight as you possibly can. Slowly lower back down to the bottom. If you don't feel tension in your shoulder blades, maybe increase your angle slightly. Find your position. 60 seconds begins now. Drive. So really think about just lowering and raising your body, keeping your arms as straight as you can. You're transferring your weight from front foot to back foot, so you keep tension on those main straps. Make sure you're not arching your lower back at the top of the movement, and make sure your body is moving as one. Keep on driving, keep on pulling, using those shoulders to raise and lower your body. If you're halfway through your set and you're starting to feel fatigue, just decrease your angle slightly. Keep your eye gaze at your anchor point to keep your posture tall. You're transferring your weight from front foot to back foot, so you keep tension on those main straps. Beautifully done. Almost there. 10 seconds left. Keep pulling. Keep driving. Keep lifting that chest. In 3, 2, 1, and time. Nicely done. That's a big set for the shoulders. Moving on to our next upper body exercise, the TRX bicep curl. Your TRX will remain at mid-length and you will be facing the anchor point. From here, just like the setup for that TRX low row, I'd like you to lean away facing your anchor point with your arms extended straight. Here, you're going to turn your palms up with your arms extended straight. We're going to pull our body up towards the anchor point by bringing our palms towards our face, making 90-degree angles at the elbow. Try a couple of reps here. If you didn't feel challenged in your biceps, slowly walk your feet towards the anchor point to increase your angle. Time begins now. Let's go. So really focus on keeping those elbows high as you curl. You don't want to over curl here. Stop where you feel the best squeeze on your biceps. Keep those palms facing you. Target point is hands to temples. Eyes to anchor. Right now you should really be feeling a pump in your biceps at the top of the movement. Keep that body tight. That body is a surfboard. Lead with your chest. Keep those elbows high. Squeeze the biceps at the top. Find that best squeeze. Make sure you're extending your arms straight after every rep. Eyes to anchor point. Lift that chest. Find that best squeeze. All right, 20 seconds left to go. Keep those elbows nice and high to keep the squeeze on the biceps. Create some space between your shoulders and your ears. Keep lifting that chest. Keep on pulling, keep on pulling. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. So between that shoulder series and that bicep curl, your upper body should be feeling really pumped at this moment. Time to work the flip side, and it will be our last upper body exercise of the day, the TRX triceps press. Turn face away from your anchor point. Stand up tall like Frankenstein with your arms extended directly across from your shoulders. Make sure there's tension on the TRX. From here, take a little baby step back with both feet until you're leaning at a slight angle on the TRX. Make sure your elbows are still level with your shoulders. From here, you're going to initiate the movement by bending your elbows and bringing your knuckles towards your temples. Those elbows are pointing down and away. Drive back by pressing into the handles and extending your arms straight to a soft elbow. Try a couple of reps here. If you don't feel tension in the triceps, just increase your angle slightly. If you find that challenging, maybe take that offset foot stance by placing one foot slightly in front. All right, you found your angle. Arms are extended straight. We're ready to begin. Time begins now. All right, so the only thing that's moving here is your elbow joint. So really focus on having those elbows pointing down and away. Make sure they're not pointing out to the sides. You're lowering your whole body as one unit. Make sure when you extend back to the top, you don't lock your elbows. Keep pressing those palms away from you, long and strong. Drive your palms into the handles as you press away out of the movements. Feel the squeeze on the back of the arm. As you extend your arm straight, make sure you don't lock your elbow. Again, at any time if you start to feel fatigue, you can decrease your angle. Keep your body nice and tight. Take your hips with you. All right, keep breathing, keep breathing. You're lowering that surfboard in one long, strong unit. Fingers, keep driving. All right, you're almost there. Keep on breathing. Drive, drive, drive. Drive the palms away from you. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, great job. We've just finished the upper body portion of the workout. We're almost done. You should really be feeling the back of your arms now. So in combination with the Y raise, the bicep curls, and the triceps, your arms should feel larger than life at this point in time. Now we're gonna move to the ground and do 3 exercises for our core. The first core exercise will be the TRX supine pull-through. Stand beside your TRX and lengthen the TRX until your foot cradles are mid-calf. Once you've found that mid-calf length, have a seat on the ground facing your TRX. And just like our hamstring curls, you want to put 2 fingers in each foot cradle, open the TRX out to the side like a Christmas tree, roll onto your back, and place both heels in the foot cradles at the exact same time. Then extend your legs straight. Sitting up straight, you're going to place your hands on the ground, palms down, directly beside your hips, with your fingers pointing forward. Lift your hips off the ground towards the sky in a plank position. Slowly lower your hips back down between your arms and return to start by driving your hips back up. Ready to begin? Time begins now. So all you're doing is raising your hips off the ground in a reverse plank and lowering your hips back down between your arms like a swing set. Keep driving through your palms and extending your hips as high to the ceilings as you can. If at any time during this movement you need to pause and take a break, please feel free to do so. You should be feeling your triceps, your shoulders, your glutes, your lower back. Really keep on extending those hips as high as you can. All right, you're halfway through. If at any time you feel fatigue, feel free to stop, take a break, and then return when you're ready. Try and keep your weight over your base of support. Keep extending those hips towards the sky. All right, keep extending those hips. Keep driving through the palms, keeping that weight over your base of support and driving through your palms. You're almost there. Keep breathing, keep lifting. In 3, 2, 1, and time. You should really be feeling your shoulders, your triceps, your glutes, and your lower back. Great job. Only 2 more exercises to go. The next exercise is going to be the TRX oblique leg raise. Take your feet out of the foot cradles and your TRX will remain the same length. You're going to lie on the ground, face up, with your head directly below the anchor point. Place your hands on the handles and extend your arms directly over your body, palms down with your arms nice and straight. Separate the handles slightly, lift your legs straight up so the soles of your shoes are directly below the anchor point. Now the key to this exercise is keeping those arms straight and applying equal pressure on both those handles at all times. All right, to initiate this movement, keeping a soft bend in your knees, you're going to slowly lower both legs as one unit to the side, twisting from the hips, trying to keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Try 1 rep to each side, find your range of motion, and then reset. Drive those palms down, attach the shoulder blades to the ground. We've got 60 seconds. Time begins now. Now the key to this exercise is to keep driving those palms down. Keep those arms long and strong, moving your legs from side to side, keeping a small bend in both knees. Find that range of motion that allows you to keep both shoulder blades in contact with the ground. If you start to feel your lower back, bend your knees a little more and decrease your range of motion. All right, you're halfway through. Keep driving those palms down to activate the core. Keep those arms long and strong. Keep those shoulder blades attached to the ground. You should be feeling your obliques. You should be feeling your lower abdominals. Keep twisting from the hips. Keep twisting, keep driving, feel the obliques, feel all the muscles below your belly button in your core. In 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. You should really be feeling the oblique muscles and all the muscles in your lower core area. 1 exercise left to go. Moving on to our TRX crunch. All right, you want to get yourself in a position where you're seated facing the TRX anchor point. The TRX will remain at the same length as it was for the oblique leg raise. From here, place your hands on the handles. Take your left foot, place it in the right foot cradle. Take your right leg underneath your left leg into the other foot cradle. Roll in the direction of your top leg till you find yourself kneeling, facing away from the anchor point. From here, lie your body on the ground, face down with your body extended straight, with your legs directly below the anchor point. Place your hands beside your chest and lift your body off the ground in a plank position. Pull your weight directly over your palms. Lift your hips and bring your knees into your chest. Return to start by straightening your legs. Try a couple of reps here. If this isn't challenging enough for you, walk yourself further away from the anchor point. If you find it too challenging, drop to your forearms. All right, you found your position. Lift your body off the ground. Time begins now. Really focus on driving your knees to your chest, lifting your hips slightly every rep. Now really focus on keeping your weight over your base of support, either your forearms on your hands. Keep driving the knees towards the chest. Keep your body lifted in a nice plank position. If at any time you start to feel fatigue in the shoulder area, drop to your forearms or even just hold your plank. Make sure your eyes are looking directly at the ground and not forward. Keep driving those knees. Keep on breathing. If you need to stop and break, please feel free to do so. Keep on going. Keep on breathing. Keep driving the knees in and out to the chest. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost done your workout. Keep on driving. Keep on pulling. Now keep pressing the ground away from you. All right, almost there. Keep on going. Keep on breathing. In 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. You've just completed the All Body Express workout. You should be feeling everything from head to toe after that one. All right, before you finish, we want to make sure we add some flexibility exercises to your workout. So slowly bring yourself to a standing position, grab yourself a drink of water, and we're going to get ready to stretch. All right, the first cool down flexibility exercise we're going to do is the TRX kneeling torso hip flexor stretch. Grab your handles, turn, and face away from the anchor point. Arms extended out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Slowly rotate your left arm up towards your right knee, lowering your right arm down behind you. Make sure your front heel stays in contact with the ground. Drop your shoulder blades into your back pockets and press the handles away from you equally. Really lunge into the hips to feel that hip flexor. Tuck your tail under and squeeze your hips to protect your lower back. Rotate back to center to start position. Switch your lead leg. Place your right knee on the ground. Extend your left leg forward. Make sure your heel's in contact with the ground. Start by extending your arms straight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate your top hand towards your left knee, extending your bottom hand down behind you. Lunge into that hip. Make sure the heel's on the ground. Tuck your hips under to feel that hip flexor. Drop your shoulder blades away from your ears and feel that stretch through your hip flexor and your side body. And come back to center and release. Moving on to our next exercise, which is going to be the TRX offset hip hinge. Find yourself in a standing position facing your anchor points. I want you to stand up nice and straight with your arms extended straight directly across from your chest. Walk back till there's tension on the TRX. Step your left foot slightly forward and your right foot slightly back in an offset foot position. With your arms extended straight, you're going to slowly hinge at the hips, diving forward with your hands and reaching back with your hips. Right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Make sure you're applying equal pressure on both handles to lift your posture. If you're looking for more, take a deeper knee bend and reach in opposite directions. All right, press down on the handles, inhale up from the hips, and switch your lead leg. Switch legs, other leg comes forward, other one steps back. Hands start straight across from your chest. Take a deep breath in and slowly hinge from the hips, reaching in opposite directions. So your fingers reach one way and your hips reach the other. Find that stretch in your hamstrings and hold there. If you're looking for more, just take a deeper knee bend and reach in opposite directions. Make sure you're applying a light, equal pressure on both handles to lift your posture, keeping your back as flat as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Hinge from the hips and come up on out of there. Our next exercise is going to be the TRX lower back stretch. So I want you to face the anchor point and lean back at a slight angle with your arms straight. Take your feet narrower than your hips. Bend your knees slightly. Keep your arms straight and release your hips back, lowering your body to a V position where your ears are between your biceps and you are looking at your legs. Slowly start to straighten your legs until you feel a good stretch in your hamstrings and through your lower back. Relax your shoulders, feel that length down the sides of your back. Make sure you're relaxing your chin, creating space between your neck and your ears. 3, 2, 1, and bring yourself up out of there. Great job. 2 more to go. Our next exercise is the TRX long torso stretch. Hanging onto the handles, turn sideways to the anchor point. Align that hip to the anchor and place the top leg in front of the bottom leg, like you're standing on a balance beam. Back toes in line with front heel. Turn your torso towards the anchor point. Extend your arms straight and lean away from the anchor point. From here, just slowly release your hips towards the ground, keeping your arms straight, tucking your chin, feeling that stretch through the side of your body into your bottom hip. Square your shoulders to the ground. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up out of there. Great job. All right, let's switch the sides. Align your other hip to the anchor point, facing sideways to the anchor. Top leg comes in front. Bottom leg comes behind. Toe to heel, like you're standing on a balance beam. Extend your arms straight, leaning away from the anchor point. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release that hip to the ground, keeping those arms nice and straight. Think about squaring your shoulders to the ground to get that wonderful stretch through the side of your back into your bottom hip. Just relax those shoulders in 3, 2, 1, and pull yourself back up. All right, our last stretch, moving on to our TRX chest stretch. Stand facing away from the anchor points. Extend your arms out to the sides and walk forward till you feel a light stretch in your chest, making a T with your body. So arms are out to the sides at 3 and 9. Walk forward till you feel a light stretch in your chest. Drop your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Create some space between your neck and your ears. And just breathe into the chest, into the shoulders. If you're looking for more, just slightly lean into the TRX. Feel a deeper stretch through your chest and your shoulders. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1, and time. Congratulations, you did a great job completing this full body express workout. I know it wasn't easy, but stick with it because the more you do this workout, the easier it will be to step up to a higher progression. I hope you join us again for this and other training programs. And always remember, make your body your machine.